I know too many things. And honest to fuck, men are intimidated by this. And it is because they're stupid. That's the root cause of misogyny. I really do believe that. It is mental laziness and socially accepted, weaponized incompetence. And rather than confront themselves, they hate us. Narcissism, projecting, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's gross, it's ignorant. But yeah, it's either that or repressed homosexuality, or a combination of the two.
Gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Lunacy. I'm glad that you're here, ready to lose some more brain cells. So why don't we start with a feminist, and let's hear her out.
I think I'm cracking a code on misogyny.
Down with the patriarchy.
I've been seeing this guy for a couple weeks. I go to meet him for drinks, and I'm having a bad day. I'm just like in a mood. I'm not feeling 100%. And I wasn't going to go, but I was like, fuck it. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Like, this is life. I'm a grown-ass woman and I'm having a bad day. I didn't show up bitchy or anything. I just wasn't like my, oh my God, so good to see you, like bubbly self, right? It was just like, meh. And I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about my day. Not like venting, bitching, but like have a meaningful conversation. Big talk. So I did. I tried. He asked what was going on. I started to share what was going on, and he goes, oh, work stuff. Dismissive much? And I said, yeah, it's always work stuff. And he said, oh, well, I guess that's what happens when you're self-employed, and it's like, you know, whatever. And here's where I'm cracking the code on misogyny. That dismissiveness, first of all, is rude. I don't give a fuck who you are. Second of all, people fear and put down what they don't understand. And men have gotten away with knowing a little bit about one thing, and they're able to skirt through society on that. Then you layer in women who have to be hyper aware of everything. And on top of that, you put in fucking neurodivergence, and it's like, I'm always on. I know too many things. And honest to fuck, men are intimidated by this. And it is because they're stupid. That's the root cause of misogyny. I really do believe that. It is mental laziness and socially accepted, weaponized incompetence. And rather than confront themselves, they hate us.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny.
Guys, you gotta love it how these feminists, with one breath, talks about the hating of the female gender, and on the same breath, she hates on all men, because all men are lazy, all men are stupid, all men, you know, they know nothing. But me, I just know so much that sometimes it's a burden, right? So this one is like, I know so much, man, my head hurts of knowing so much, of being so smart and perfect. And guys, this episode, as you know, is about dating after divorce. So this woman is divorced. She's a lousy feminist. She's self-employed, so you have the boss babe vibes. And yeah, she expects to be treated like a 20-year-old princess. Men don't care. All the money that you've gathered, if your business is not failing, is not for men anyway to partake in that. Like when men have money, it's for the whole family, you know, it's for the boy and the girl. But when women have money, men don't see that money, right? They don't take part in it. So we really don't care how much money you have. You can be a billionaire. We don't care. It's not gonna go towards us. We don't want it either. We just want a nice personality, and you have zero of that.
Narcissism, projecting, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's gross. It's ignorant. It was such a turnoff. The only reason I didn't get up and walk away is because I had just driven like 45 minutes in fucking traffic. But yeah, It's either that or repressed homosexuality, or a combination of the two.
Talking about repressed, I have this repressed urge to slap some sense into you, but I won't say that because I can't. Guys, women often talk about narcissism, you know, guys are so narcissistic, failing to realize that demographically, they're the most narcissistic people to have ever walked the face of Earth. Women, because they get so much attention and validation through their 20s, they suddenly reach 40 without realizing it, and they still think in their minds that they are deserving of the same treatment. So even though they've had their chances to keep that treatment after securing a man, having a family, having a loving husband, no. They go out here, they ride the carousel, they have their fun, they go to clubs, they have girl summers, they waste time from, you know, of men. They just go around riding the carousel and they think that they're going to be treated like a princess throughout their whole life. But you're 40, you can't have kids anymore, or you're on the verge of it, you are divorced, you've already wasted a man's life, and you're out here expecting for men to care that you had a bad day. And you're self-employed, so like nobody cares. Men just want to pump and dump you, and you don't even deserve that. But let's continue, gentlemen.
Either way, it's a disconnect from their sense of self, and that's somebody that's not going to fit in my world for... I can't believe he lasted that long.
Oh, well, thank gosh, you know? This guy just dodged the bullet. I don't know what he was doing in the first place dating this woman. Maybe he just wanted to pump and dump. Not worth it if you ask me, but that guy just dodged the bullet right there.
Hello, friends. I have a story I want to share with you that just landed in my Tinder inbox. I could talk for hours about why I don't date people who are newly separated or newly divorced. So the guy who is messaging me has been separated for about 6 months and said he's ready to date and find somebody to connect with. And normally this is a hard no for me, but I'm not really talking to anybody right now, so I'm giving it a little bit more of a chance than I normally would.
So this woman, right, above 50, and she still has many dates. It's always crazy to me, no matter how many of these videos I cover, it's always crazy to think that this woman right here has more dates than many men in their 20s. It's hilarious, man, and disgusting at the same time. So you can sort of see the way that women operate. When they have a lot of options, they really don't care. They really don't give chances to men who are not the top percentage. But because she was feeling lonely, because at the time she didn't have a plan B, she's stuck with that deal. She's like, all right, I'm going to give it a chance. You know, you're not up to my level, and I usually say no to this, but since I'm feeling lonely, this is the way that women operate. So this woman is, I think, above 50, and she still has that chip, right, of hypergamy, of I have to date the best men out there. And so it makes you wonder if a woman who is 50 years old still has a plan B, a plan C, she has many men, she has a roster. Don't you think that women in their 20s behave the same way? But the difference is they have hundreds upon hundreds of choices. So you can see the whole sort of hypergamy argument right there. Women don't care about men with good morals. Women don't care about men with values. Women don't care about men who work hard and have, you know, some great goals set ahead of them. Women, you know, they wait you in the finish line. They just want to take your money. They want you to be 6 feet tall, you know, 6-digit salary. They want to do nothing and get the best.
With very low expectations. The point that I wanted to share with you is that when I asked him about meeting up, I said, well, hey, where do you like to hang out? Where would you want to go? What would you suggest? Now, keep in mind that he lives in part A of town and I live in part B of town, and those two parts are about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes away. The way that I know he is new to dating is his suggestion was, well, how do you like my part of town? Question mark. I mean, you guys, like, come on, you guys. Why not say, well, where do you like to go? What's out by you? How about I meet you in the middle? What would be convenient? No. He just wants me to come to him. I haven't decided I'm going to respond to this one yet, but I'm very mindful about what's happening, and we'll probably point that out to him. But just notice when you're dating how people show up from the beginning. And he's showing up as, I just think that's lazy and inconsiderate. And I think if you've dated more, you would know how to act better, which is maybe ask the person you want to go out with what works for them. What do they like in the middle? Would they like to come to your part of town?
Well, isn't that the whole reason he asked you if you like his part? He didn't say, come to my part, you female dog. He just asked a normal question. And you have the entitlement to be 50. Well, guys, maybe she's 30, but she looks 50. Come on. She has the entitlement to, like, I'm not gonna move my behind off. You better come to me. Jeez, man.
Stay tuned for more.
No. No, I don't think I will.
Well, it's definitely since I've done a TikTok because I'm just not sure that the dating diaries will continue. A couple things have happened. I'm very sad to announce I have canceled my trip to Italy. It's very complicated, but yeah. And also, I'm just not feeling like dating. I basically deleted all the apps, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. I was chatting with two guys, so I thought, well, I'll just play out those two conversations and then see what happens, and then not renew my subscriptions. But meanwhile, so a friend of mine, we were both on this secret Facebook page that's kind of for cheaters, and we saw our friend's fiance, and that was completely utter shit, and it was the worst thing ever. And she basically found out about it, and it's really hard to have any faith in men at this point, like, honestly. And then the one guy I was talking to, I did a video call with him. He was my age, which is unusual, and seemed nice. Like, I wasn't like physically attracted to his picture, but I'm like, I'll give it a shot, whatever. And he was a widow. So as we were talking, I said, how long have you, no, I said, when did your wife die? And he said 2 years ago. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. And then a little bit later on in the conversation, I said, how long have you been on the dating apps? Guess what he said? 2 years. And so I said, so you said your wife died 2 years ago and you've been on the dating apps 2 years. Explain that to me. And he said, well, I did my grieving and I knew it was going to take a lot of time to find a girlfriend. So I just thought I might as well get started. Does that smell like BS to you? Because it did not sit well with me. So I thought about it for a day or two, and then I just messaged him that we had a date, and I messaged him and said, I don't think we're a good fit. You seem like a nice guy. I wish you the best. And instead of like saying anything like, oh, that's too bad, good luck, he just unmatched. So whatever, big baby. But I do have a date with another guy this week. And this is it. Like, I'm not matching with anyone. I'm not on the apps. I'm just following this one through. I'll keep you posted on whether that's a shit show or not. But yeah, I'm just really jaded. I've been doing this since when? I did it in December for a little while, and that was like just fun and whatever. And then I started up again, a month and a half ago? Because then I took a big break in January to like May. And I'm just thinking, I don't know, like, it's really hard to be interested in dating with at least the dating pool here in Minnesota.
So this woman talks about the dating pool. So many bad options, yet, again, you're a woman who is 40 plus, divorced, and you are hopping in and out of dating on your multiple dating apps. You're switching them, you're dating multiple men at once. You are getting pumped and dumped 1 month, then you're taking 1 month to rest, and then you're going to going back to getting pumped and dumped, and you expect men to have self-respect for you. Absolutely not. You're not any better than all those men you whine about. But guys, we'll end the video right here. Dating after divorce, the fun stuff always mirrors the disgusting stuff. But what are your thoughts, gentlemen? Leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.